4 minutes until market open. Uh, we have this previous day low right here. It's 9 o'clock. We have this London low, so I would like it to swap and maybe we go higher from there. Check this out. Daily low. Oh, so we've been swept out daily low. We'll stay under it. Three, 18. On a 4 hour, we in a high trend. On a 1 hour, we are in a downtrend. So in order for us to go higher, to take out these highs, I would like to break up structure around here. Market open in 2 minutes. Let's see what's give us. Target is hourly high. Target is hourly high. ES look way clear today, so maybe we trading on ES. We also just swapped this 4 hour lows right down here. As you can see, this S&T from this low. It could be potentially S&T from this low to this low. Oh shit. Alright. Market open in 1 minute. Okay. Alright, we just swept out London low. Okay, and on ES we take out both London low and this 4 hour low. So what we need to see to the upside is this 5 minute candle getting getting breakout. We should invert this right here. Yep. Same thing on this one. Invert this gap. Now we have a 5-minute. Let's mark it out. 5-minute breaker structures. We have a 5-minute breaker structure. Hopefully we don't come up and take out these highs right away, because these highs are really my target for the day. So let's be patient today. There's news coming out at 9:45, so we basically not gonna trading anywhere. 9:45. Let's be patient today. We can't even find an enter today, but maybe. Wow. Whoa. This candlestick is insane. Whole bars of a fucking candlestick, but it's actually insane. Okay, low trend. Maybe we break this 1 hour structure and give us no retrace. We can trade higher. I really want these side to get hit today, so I think these side will get hit today. That's what I think, but let's see. Let's not make the same mistake like yesterday. Potentially getting a fair value gap that we can fill right here. This hourly high, but I get taken out. hourly high get taken out. Hourly high get taken out on. Is this a black candle or a white candle? This is a white candle. Okay. So hourly high get taken on Nasdaq, but yes, we still stay under. Okay. We having a high time frame SMT over here from this low to this low, from 4 hour to this 4 hour, and we typically in a. Okay, never mind. This low to this low. Lower. There's no SMT. There's no SMT. It's 5 minutes, about a candlestick about to close in a minute. I put my whole entire account on this long, by the way. Big target today is gonna be these highs, maybe. Close in 5 minutes. 5 seconds. This is on a Friday though, so I don't know if we actually gonna get. We actually have the chance to come up and get out of these sides. It's gonna be crazy. But today we have like we have 2 red photo coming out at 9:45. So I think we are in a good head. News coming out in 5 minutes. Yeah, we just have no retrace after all. Let's see this final candle. It's gonna give us a clear entry for retesting to this 5-minute retrace of Fair Value Gap. Okay. once this candle closes, the news is gonna come out. So we may just rip up and take out most of the high. Yeah. Even though this 5 minutes candle is gonna be closed bearish, and I can find entry, I can't even trade because news is about to come out in 30 minutes, and there's a rules on alpha that you can't trade news. Wait. Not for the zero. Not for the zero eval and yeah, not for the eval and advance. I can still trade news. Okay, now we gotta move this 5 minute V chase to here. Okay, we wanna come up and grab our London high. It's actually sad. Can't find the entry. Wow. We just call it a day. Bro, Friday move like this on 148 ticks on a Friday with not even 15 minute, like 10-minute market open. Holy fuck! You gotta be kidding me. Alright, we just took out something. What did we take out? He's no longer valid.
So let me ask the question differently. Did we restate an NFIP workbook for prior quarters? Or is that...
It asks for the dependent, EP, and...
You know what? I'm really... Seeing this close in 15 minutes. 16, I would like to see this gap being closed and go higher from here. Come back, retest into this, and probably go higher. We probably gonna be closer.
I'm happy to show you now.
I still am scared.
I don't think we can, Joe, with the data that we loaded. That's what I'm trying to say. Why?
Why?
Because we need other dependent workbooks to be calculated and published in order to select them.
Okay, which dependent workbooks?
I need to go back and do that, but from my testing, Satish and I were blocked in doing that for the time periods that are Q4 2025, and obviously we can't do Q1 2026 because it's February.
And Joe, you were saying to do one that was not impacted by the data? Why would we do one not impacted by the data? Are you talking about just working on the baseline?
Yeah. Just to make sure the data did not affect the prior quarter, that doesn't have sense. I mean, Medicaid is broken. Why is Medicaid broken? We don't know, right? There's obviously stuff from a regression perspective that we need to test, and if we don't test prior quarters, then I can't confidently say we didn't test it.
What broke in Medicaid?
The implementation job is broken. Program implementations are broken.
Okay.
Yeah. 25. It only took 15 minutes, and then when Kate tried to do the quarter 4 2025, it took like what, 24 hours? So that's
Did it fail?
Yeah.
September is 3Q.
Yeah, but all the data that we loaded was inside of like November, December, January,
Okay.
and February.
Oh, I'm sorry. On your spreadsheet, I thought you said it was September. You're saying that's future load you're gonna try and do.
Yeah, I think that's like the next step to see.
Okay, so to clarify then, you would like us to do, it looks as if an NFAP quarterly for 2024 was calculated, but not 2025 in the stress test.
Okay. How long did the calculation for 2024 take?
There is no, I just restarted it, but this is what I'm saying, Joe, is like I would like to create a detailed Excel with the baselines that show that, because me just pulling it in this meeting as a check-in isn't going to be as useful as having it organized on an Excel.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. All right. So can we Samir? All right. Let's Can we? So we gotta do today minus 180. I think that gets us to August 21. We'll need to start. Can we start preparing files for August for LAB, and then I'll work with IT to load it, and then we'll start with what workbook. Katie, let's play this out. What workbooks do we start with, and then baselines, and maybe one or two data sources. What would do I read? Maybe do eligible chargeback sales, something to do with chargebacks. Don't even
Ineligible chargeback sales,
ineligible
eligible direct sales, eligible chargeback discounts were the ones that I was going to recommend.
Okay.
But those are, I mean, they apply to certain workbooks, but not every workbook.
I understand.
So we would have to select different ones. I think NFAM quarterly has similar data sources as well, and NFAM annual.
Okay.
But again, we
Alright.
can't get to those yet because it's
Okay.
impossible.
Okay. All right. So next steps. Let's get this spreadsheet done. Right. Let's organize it from what sequence we want to run. Right. I think it's NFAM. Sorry. It's monthly AMP. Right. We're gonna run monthly AMPs. So let's think about the sequence. We're gonna load data to August.
I think we start with everybody being assigned a workbook and
Okay.
as a baseline. And
Okay.
I do think we're going to need help from the entire team.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
This is all hands on deck, guys.
Okay, I can share my Excel, and I will create different tabs per workbook. Okay.
Okay. All right. So this is and just to be clear, I was on with Rochelle till very late yesterday. She really wants this data because we can't. We want to. This is a defect that's different than what Model N has reported. So she's very particular about making sure we have enough information such that Model N does not push back on the speed. Because a couple of other things I won't get into. And I think it's right. I think we need to make sure that we have as much information as possible when lighting up a defect that may affect how much may affect the buildings. So that's where the urgency is coming from. Not necessarily me, it's coming from Rochelle. She really wants us to have all this information buttoned up.
So, just one question. So, what invoice date I can use in August?
Let's use.
Okay.
Here, let's use. What's today's date? Let's use 220. What was this? Minus 180.
Hơi lấy tiền mẹ nói hơi cái gì đi mua thịt với mua mì ở bên chợ, tối về ăn mì vịt. Thôi em đưa tiền chị, mua vịt với mua mì tối, mẹ muốn nấu mì vịt luôn.
What are you gonna do?
Okay.
Do 5 million?
Dạ có chuyện nào chị đi để em đưa về.
Just do the 5 million load, Samir. For now, because it'll
Hẹn
take
11
me-
giờ là phải có mặt lắm,
Because
11
we
giờ.
can only load 5 million at a time, right?
Hỏi người ta tới đó nói hôm qua nói appointment 11 giờ.
in the deadline,
Yeah.
putting for 5 million today for all.
Yes.
Yeah, well, you know.
Just run the 5. Yeah. And then let me know once we have the 5 million. Let's use the same process. Put it in that folder.
Yeah.
And then once we have 5 million
You
loaded,
can nowadays. I didn't do a thing.
we'll start doing our test. But right now, Katie, you're gonna organize the team to start pulling those baselines
Okay.
for us, right?
Yeah, I also think that if my idea too is if the team agrees and if you agree, we were able to utilize data and screenshots from UAT. So I'm not sure if
I'm down.
if Shreya and Tracy, if you guys are okay to go to the workbooks, find the calculations with the screenshots for the baselines, and then Satish and I can work on the other items until you guys finish. But I think that we already have screenshots that show calculation times, not necessarily export times though. But we do have baselines available that we've already completed. And then again, we might want fresh data because they might say that it's current in the system. I'm not sure what your thoughts might be.
No, we.
Okay. Okay. So I'll just share my screen again so people are aware, and I can share this spreadsheet that I was working on to everyone. But I thought that it would be important. I'm going to hide some of these crazy ones because we were looking at all of the data sources. But what we're doing is we're pulling the data source filtering times as well as what the total count of the lines are on that data source for monthly and how long it takes to obtain total count, as well as exporting. For myself and Satish, most of these have taken over half an hour for monthly and then monthly calculates very quickly, but the exporting and filtering does not. And then for all other workbooks, the calculating has been taking a very long time or does not even finish. So
Sorry.
the other, yeah, go ahead, Joe.
Wait, can I pause you? So we already know January is problematic, so we don't need to re-pull the results for January. We also know.
So we should plug this in though for.
Yeah.
I think it's important as a visual as well as for organization from the team.
Sure.
As well as for ourselves, and they always come back with questions. We'll ask
Sure.
this again. We will be plugging this in, I think.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But my point is don't rerun it because it takes about half an hour. I agree with you. It takes about half an hour to pull that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think we should have estimated times of these.
That's fine. Do me a favor. Also with this spreadsheet, once you guys pull the data, there, and Katie.
Maybe we just show this screenshot, but what you do is you need to go to your, and Satish, maybe you show the team how to do this, but you look for your sales, your eligible sales, and you hit total count. And that'll give you the total count of sales, and that's an important metric that we also need for the spreadsheet.
Where are you saying, Joe?
Satish, just
You're saying
Just go to one of the.
yeah.
you're saying for the total count. Okay, that might take half an hour because you have to filter first.
You have to filter first, otherwise it because it only gives you the count based off of what your filter is, and so if you do it when you first go in, it's gonna give you 0. You have to hit filter first and then you can do the count.
Yeah. So don't do it for January. Don't do it for anything problematic. The ones.
So you want us to do a baseline, so August, September right now?
Yes.
Okay. So these are the ones that we need to complete. These are ones that we, like Satish and I, should be able to fill in.
Yeah, it's 33 million for January. I mean, we can just.
Oh,
do
yeah.
reconciliation. Yeah, we
Yeah.
can do. So it would be. Probably,
This would be for just for the ineligible chargeback sales, but
Yeah,
Yeah, eligible never loaded. It kept crashing on me.
that's fine.
this one.
Yep, the eligible. Eligible chargeback discounts.
Okay.
Yeah, we're trying to find a cliff. She said there's a cliff. We gotta find a cliff.
Right. Okay. So we're trying to find when the max, like when the system overloads and doesn't calculate anymore.
Exactly.
Okay.
We're trying to find where because right now it's at least from volume, right? We see 2.1 million and we have 31 million unbearable. And even in our scenario for monthly BPs, I was trying to do total count. That thing was crashing as well. So we know BP is unusable with how we, impart this data. So my point is, the reason I was sharing kind of 13.5 and 3.5 for September is that'll get the quarterly BP workbook, in place for realistic data volumes as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the number. But Samir, let's start generating. So Katie, good job. Let's break this apart. I have a 10 o'clock. So Samir's gonna start generating the data files. Samir, I'll get with IT to start going through those. Go ahead.
I've already, before the call, I already started working
Love
on
it.
September 1, so I've already started the export. So once that is done, I'll start with August.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay. And then Shreya, Tracy, Satish, and Katie will work on pulling out these baselines so we have them together. And then Katie, just share this link with the whole team.
Yeah, I'm gonna share this link with the team. I think we should probably meet after this call just so people can get organized assignments out, and I'm happy to help people with that, and we can like co-work a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that's great, guys. That's great. I have a meeting with Rochelle at 2 o'clock today, or 3.
So do you think that she will want screenshots? Because I prefer to, okay. I prefer to prepare in advance versus her asking for them at happy hour time.
Yeah, I want to get that here too.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love to get happy hour.
Well, Louisa's treating me to a drink because today's her last day of work and she starts on Monday, so.
Is she? Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I know.
I don't say that. You should treat you for a joke. It's good. So, cool. Good job.
Yeah.
All right, guys. All right, thank you. Enjoy happy hour. Hopefully
Okay,
everyone leaves after that.
So one quick question was I heard Samir already loaded some of the lines. So would we not be able to get that baseline anymore for those
Yeah.
periods?
I think that we can use maybe June or July instead. That's why I was like, let's stay on the call, whoever can. You loaded lines in June?
Jay, well, yes, we're not
I'll
alone.
just
Oh, okay.
Yes, we're just preparing files. I look the lines. I
Yeah.
get it.
Okay, that
Okay,
sounds
I
good.
think-
Yeah, I misunderstood that. Thank you.
I think our plan of attack will be we need to do calculating workbooks as a priority because they can only be done in succession. We can't run them concurrently, which is why I think Joe, if you want to hop off, you can.
Thank you, guys. I got it.
Yeah. I think that
we could get
Satish,
through.
if you want to start calculating now for baselines,
Yeah.
and start running one while the rest of us, I'm sorry that you guys are subjected to this torture. I'm also going to go off camera because I don't know why I am on camera. But why don't I start by sharing this because Tracy is the Excel wizard and
I'm
Tracy,
really
are you
not,
working today?
but yeah, I'm working. I'm
Okay,
here to help you
done.
however
Thank
you
God
need.
for me. Now you guys know why Satish and I were going insane yesterday.
Oh my god, I saw you guys on at like 9 p.m. yesterday.
So that was Satish.
I was just running it back and watching the shows because honestly, it was just sitting and waiting for it to load. So
Yeah.
which it
And
never
then I
did.
went crazy and I was like, IT
should I upload this? Tracy, tell me where I should upload this.
Do we have like a maybe like a defect testing folder? We should be.
Files for stress testing. That's an MFP effectuation project. I can upload it there. And I'll share
Yeah,
the
that's
link.
probably fine. Yeah, just do the MFP project, and then do. Yeah.
We'll create another folder.
Yeah, create a folder for GP workbook testing.